Kal halal. Kal halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of greatness. To one and salutations to the Akim out there who pushing his word, in all sincerity, in all honesty, in all truth. This is brother Kabash from the James Kingston camp. I just want to do a lesson in response to this article here that you see on screen. New York Post, CDC gives guidance for trans people chest feeding kids accused of failing to consider possible health risks. So it says the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention official website published advice for trans and non-binary individuals on seeking guidance on how to chest feed their infants. In sections of the major health institutes' guidance on breastfeeding, it contains information for those who have had much of their breasts removed in gender reassignment surgeries, or for biological men taking hormones to grow breasts, on how to feed their newborn children. And I won't go into too much more of it. You can you can pretty much tell the direction this is going. All right, I'll just read this last paragraph here. However, several doctors criticize the guidance not simply because CDC has appeared to guide biological men in how to breastfeed children, but because they claim the CDC has failed to gauge the risk posed to children drinking milk produced by chemicals in gender reassignment surgery. And this is just another example in a whole list of examples, and an endless list of examples as to why America is Mystery Babylon, the great mother of harlots. The center of abominations. Right? The CDC was supposed to be the Center for Disease Control. It's supposed to be the definition of what is, right in terms of, health and disease and awareness of, certain things as it relates to science. But, these men are just pushing forth an abominable agenda and calling it science. All right, so we're going to read here Revelation 17, verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit in the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, decked in gold and precious stones and pearls, having golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And we just read an example of that. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. All right, Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 4, therefore the law is slacked, and judgment does never go forth, for the wicked compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. All right, Habakkuk 2, verse 15, woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Thou art filled with shame for glory, because other nations looking on to this, sensible nations, let me put it that way, will see the shame here, Right? Let thy foreskin be uncovered, the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Right? Nahum 3 and 4, we won't wrap here. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mystery of witchcraft, and all this, goes back, to witchcraft. Right? The mysteries of witchcraft that selleth nations to her whoredoms, and families to her witchcraft. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. Right? And I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee a gazing stock, right? And shall set thee as a gazing stock. Right? And make thee vile, Salakia, and set thee as a gazing stock. So once again, this is just a response to this article here. CDC gives guidance to trans people chest feeding kids, accused of failing to consider possible health risks. So hopefully this was edifying. Till next time, Shalom.